pizza makes me so happy. Blaze. This is actually mind-blowing that it hurts. Hello, my name is Keltie O'Connor and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going vegan! After picking the winner of this month's challenge, vegan for an entire month, my mind was blown how little I knew. I didn't even realize I did not even know what veganism was. Alexa, what is veganism?
Veganism is the practice of abstaining from the use of animal products, particularly in diet, and an associated philosophy that rejects the commodity status of animals.
And I bet you I turned on so many of your Alexas and I love the power. I just thought it meant I didn't eat animal products or things containing animals. Fun fact, I was actually vegan in high school. In grade 12, I read some book. Honestly, I don't remember what book it was, but I read it and it blew my mind and I was like, oh my god, guys, I have to go vegan. I love animals. I must save all the animals. But back then, I didn't really know much about like researching or anything. I just know, oh, I'm not gonna eat animals, not gonna eat meat. My brain was kind of empty. Research, haha, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna jump right in. So what did I live off? Peanut butter and crackers. You wanted apples. Honestly, I drank a lot of Gatorade. I consumed a lot of Gatorade. I was playing high-level volleyball and basketball time. It expended a lot of energy. I wasn't eating enough, so guess what? I was always dead. I had no energy, and I was always hangry. So Thanksgiving came around, and I decided for my family, so they didn't have to make a separate meal on Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'm not going to be vegan just for my family's sake, and I'm just going to enjoy it. Then I saw turkey. I just kind of roamed over. I was like, you know, I haven't had protein in a little while. I'm going to mosey on down, maybe have myself a little bite, just a little nibble, nothing too crazy. So I roam on over. I hadn't had protein for a while. I ate the entire turkey, guys. I ate the entire turkey. Then my family comes over. They're like, guys, what was the Thanksgiving turkey? And guess what? Little Keltie's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So this time when I went vegan, I decided to go a bit smarter. I knew nothing about veganism back then. So there's plant-based and there's vegan. I think plant-based is what we typically know that, and that is staying away from animal products and animal byproducts. Veganism is like a moral compass for animal rights. I reached out to a registered dietitian, because of course I am not one, and asked like, what tips should I know before I start veganism?
Hey guys, so some quick tips being successful going vegan. Number one, make sure you eat plenty of legumes, lentils, chickpeas, varieties of beans like kidney beans and navy beans. These foods contain protein and they contain iron. The iron in legumes and other plant sources is better absorbed when you have it with vitamin C. Vitamin C is found in fruits and vegetables. You want to make sure you have plenty of milk alternative like fortified almond milk or fortified soy milk, because that's going to help you get enough vitamin D, enough calcium, and it's also going to have B12. B12 is another thing that can fall short in vegan diets. It's found primarily in animal products, and one of the easiest things you can do to take care of B12 is the byproduct called fortified nutritional yeast. Simple, spread that on some of your meals and you'll be good to go.
Nutritional yeast is a little extra flavor. It's got the B12 you need. This is awful lighting, but we sprinkle it on. Whew. To research different plant proteins, B12 vitamins, and things like that I knew I wouldn't be getting. And this is something I found actually I loved. And this is the first thing I loved about going vegan, is it just opened my eyes to new things. I'm checking out Stacked Market here in Toronto. Cycling goals, they're all old like shipping containers. Vegan butcher shop I'm looking for.
You guys are welcome to try samples. Yeah.
That's unreal! But then in front of me, there's no way I know I was vegan.
Oh yeah, we get meat eaters in here all the time.
Barbecue chicken's like my jam, so I'm gonna go with that. Szechuan beef, I can't say it, and I'm blown away how much this tastes like the real thing. And like barbecue chicken, because barbecue chicken pizza is my go-to usually. So this is their Buddha sauce, which she quote-unquote said she would bathe in, so you know it's real. The more veggie bowls. Pumpkin seed, pickled onions, carrots, chicken. I got a different kind of, like an Asian chicken, some yams.
Yep.
This is actually mind-blowing how much it's like chicken. You can tell, because I know it's not chicken, there's a little texture difference, but it completely satisfies the meat craving. I'm so happy with this. A picnic area. I'm just living my best life, guys. traveling and you go to a new city and you try all the new foods, you try to know what they're known for, and it's just so exciting. It's really fun to experience that in my own city because I'm guilty of like ordering a chicken sandwich or a barbecue chicken pizza. Like those are some of my favorite foods, and so it was cool. I go to a restaurant and be like, hey, what else is there to try, and just incorporating like new flavor profiles about being vegan that like it's just the things you didn't have to think of. Alcohol, I go drinking, I like to drink. Obviously it's not an animal product, like it's just yeast and stuff, but a lot of alcohols actually do have animal products in it, luckily. Welcome to my fridge. Oh. Coors Light, guys, if you know me, you know I have quite the fancy for a cheap beer and expensive tequila, and bless their hearts, both are vegan friendly. And fun fact of the day with Keltie, vodka's vegan. That added to it when I found something I really enjoyed that was vegan. I was like, props to you, Coors Light. Just how many products actually use animals. One of the big things that was eye-opening is my beauty products. I had to go into my makeup cabinet, eye-opening down to like my toothpaste, my mouthwashes, my hairsprays, and just everything. Necessaire sent me a bunch of free products actually before the challenge, and then it just kind of dawned on me, and so we partnered up. Use this for the entire month. So it's a body wash and it is vegan. It works great. It's got vitamins. So I have really dry skin. As you guys have probably seen, that is why I always get splotchy with my spray tan. It is getting better, and I do contribute one of it to using this because just my skin is getting healthier. Keeping the oceans clean is one of the most important causes to me personally, and that is why I wanted to partner up with them, because they're going to be conscious about their environmental impact with packaging, and because I just appreciate any brand that thinks about their overall impact they're having on the world. But that was just a very eye-opener of just like, it's just anything that I put on my body, any product I use has to be cruelty-free. Not that that was a chore, but it was more so eye-opening of how much I use actually isn't cruelty-free. Guys, I'm pretty excited, but I finally bought myself a blender. It's a cheap one. I don't recommend. Maybe I will recommend. Maybe this is a hack. But we making a vegan smoothie. 100% honest. I've made smoothies, but without a. It's like a hack. Like I semi-warm up the frozen fruit and then like add everything and mush it with a spoon. And it's the most ghetto smoothie of all time. So we stepping up, fam. We are making it to the big leagues. We got a blender. My favorite vegan protein powder. Then some cashew milk, coconut oil, some wheatgrass powder. None of these brands are sponsored, so they get no product time. I'm making the bills to pay for my $20 blender. Blend this up. Will it blend? This right? False. Nope, that did not work. Oh Lord. I read the instructions this time. Believe in us. Ah. I love me thick smoothies. It's practically ice cream. That's what I tell myself. Metal straw, because save the turtles. Full oats, coconut flakes, some Brazil nuts. Success. Easy breakfast. I screwed up multiple times, and I'm gonna be 100% transparent, and I think that's something, if you are gonna go vegan, if you are going to try something new like this, that I would say, don't beat yourself up and know you're gonna screw up. I forgot, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I forgot honey was animal byproduct. Now, I never use honey, it's just something that I just don't really like, and so I didn't even think, but I bought this one cereal that had honey in it, and then you guys actually reached out and were like, Keltie, honey isn't vegan, and it was just like those things happen where you forget. And another one, being 100% transparent, I went out drinking and I got intoxicated, and it wasn't like a, oh screw this, I'm gonna like not be vegan tonight. It was like I was halfway through chicken tacos and pizza, and then it dawned on me and I was like, oh my god, I forgot. Even if it doesn't seem initially like it would be an animal product, you just have to be so aware and conscious. But I think that's what we need to be these days. We need to be more conscious and aware of stuff we're doing. I'm going to a place called Virtuous Pie, originally from Vancouver, and my best friend Ash Goldstone, hi, if you see this, always raves about it. There's pizza, ice cream sandwiches, and kombucha. And it's vegan. No offense, vegans, but I'm hoping it's good vegan food, because if I can get all three of those things in one place, I'm done. That's all I need in life. Currently sitting at the world's smallest picnic table. Chocolate chip cookie, cherry cheesecake, OG margarita pizza. I think you gotta go OG just to really taste test it. This is everything I need in my life. We'll see. It literally tastes like regular pizza. I actually like vegan cheese. I think it's because I don't like cheese. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna attempt to eat this. This is everything I need in my life right now. I went on my Instagram and asked you guys what questions you had specifically about like my experience 1 month. Shameless plug at Keltie O'Connor. Are you going to incorporate vegan, vegetarian meals in your daily life? 100% yes. I no longer think of meat having to be the highlight of my dish. I don't like cheese. It's actually been really easy to be vegan in that sense. The time I like cheese is on nachos and pizza and has to be in a specific way. It's weird, I get it. All you cheese lovers claim vegan cheese doesn't taste like cheese. So I'm thinking, there's a chance I could actually like it. If it tastes like cheese, I won't like it. Make some nachos. It's gonna be just chips, just nachos, and salsa. Because I'm allergic to guacamole. Cheese is weird. Chips and salsa is like my thing. Like I will never admit how much salsa I go through a week. Okay, I'm admitting it. I go through an entire one of these a week. Nachos! Vegan nachos! I also realized I only have this much parchment papers. On this episode of Ghetto Cooking with Keltie. Here in Canada, we eat our nachos, you know how normally it would be round, like a big plate. We eat them in a line. No, we don't. I don't want you all to hate us Canadian and think we're crazy. Weird angle. Anyways, so this is a perfect line. No, like I'm gonna broil these because that's how I make nachos. Oh, that smells awful. God, guys. I'm hoping it's kind of like cream cheesy. If so, I like cream cheese. Cheesecake. So, I don't know if any of you can hear it. Lately, my oven's been making this noise. Not remotely did anything about it. Now that I think about it, that's really dangerous. Sometimes I'm so token single girl that it hurts. Kind of like crickets in the background. Shambles! 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 Gotta get the salsa right. Actually, no. Don't get the salsa ready when your food is burning, Keltie. You get the food just how we like it. Nice and crispy. I'm really hungover if you guys haven't clued in. Art. This is literally the saddest. Salsa. It is crisped onto it. So I'll try one without the salsa because I know I'll eat enough salsa it will mask it. Once it's cooked and broiled, it gets just kind of crisp. I'm enjoying this. Turn my oven off. Okay, verdict. Don't smell this before it's cooked. It smells awful. Once it's cooked, this is fabulous. Totally do this. This is like one of those like, give me this instead of regular cheese. I couldn't care less. Easy vegan swap. I love chips and salsa. I love chips and salsa. Life is so good right now. Gain muscle while being vegan. No, not really, but that's because my performance wasn't really catered towards specific muscle building. In terms of muscle building, as long as you're doing progressive overload and you're getting enough protein, you'll build muscle. So you can do it vegan, you can do it without being vegan. Was it sustainable as someone who enjoys eating meat? It was. I still missed it. I love me a barbecue chicken pizza. I love a sandwich with meat in it. I love ice cream. It wasn't that like I wasn't enjoying my food. Like I love the food. It's kind of like when you're eating pizza. You love the pizza. You're fully happy with the pizza. You don't complain about the pizza, but like sometimes you want a burger. Is that a good metaphor? I don't know. I need to brag about my healthy food recommendations.
Well, it's your recommendation, so.
This is so good.
Fantastic.
If you are ever in Toronto, get the buffalo chicken wrap. It is unreal. Bloating. The bloating was real. Anytime I change my fiber, I always get bloated. Your body tends to adjust. As soon as you increase your fiber really high, you're gonna notice some initial bloating and then your body tends to just like level out. We'll talk about my body progress because anytime I change my diet, that's gonna be always the question. Weight loss, weight gain. That's the thing. Veganism isn't a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you guys have been following me the last month, times when I wasn't eating enough, so I lost weight. There was times I was overeating, enjoying things like vegan pizza and going to Coachella. And sometimes I went to places like Fresh and got their baked goods, which guys are so good. They have a chocolate chip cookie and a peanut butter cookie, and oh my god, guys, they're so good. So yeah, you can do vegan healthy, you can do vegan unhealthy. There's delicious vegan, there's undelicious vegan. There's so many options and you can kind of pick and choose what you want, but there is sweet, good options. My weight went up. Sometimes I didn't have enough energy because I wasn't being conscious of the amount of protein or B12 I was getting. Sometimes I had so much energy because I'm having so much nutrients. If you're gonna do it from a diet, is some people are gonna lose weight because they'll naturally go into a calorie deficit from eating higher volume food. Some people are gonna gain weight because just their cravings are different. If you're gonna do it from a moral standpoint. Don't do it in terms of like body composition necessarily, because you can make it what you want to make it. You can make it a weight loss, you can make it a weight gain, you can make it a muscle building. It's all just how informed you are and how you choose to eat. Boo! Hello. Now, glamorous. What one tip do you have as a lifelong non-meat eater for someone transitioning into not eating meat?
Research on the different types of options protein-wise, because a lot of people are like, oh, I can't eat chicken anymore. My life is over. What am I gonna eat? Tofu for the rest of my life? There's so many different delicious non-meat options. You wanna go completely vegetarian, you have tempeh, you have edamame, you have lentils, you have chickpeas. If you wanna go pescatarian, you can have tuna, salmon, shrimp. Your delicious meals aren't over just because you stop eating meat.
Instant. CNN, are you considering going vegan? What is your thoughts?
I've been eating meat for quite some time now, and I'm not sure. I think I'll probably keep eating it.
Well, there you have it first. So my body changed all over the place. Sometimes I was bloated. Sometimes I was gaining a bit of weight. You know what? It really depended. I could build muscle if I was eating enough protein and doing more of like a resistance training, progressive overload. As you probably saw over the last month, all the challenges I did, my body changed a lot. And it really just depended on how I decided to eat nutrients-wise with vegan. A lot of people do lose weight because they're just eating higher volume foods, but a lot of people also gain weight because, you know what? Vegan treats are a thing. Why I love the idea of veganism. Just be more conscious of your day-to-day. I'm not saying you should go vegan, but every single decision we make with our money, our actions, with our words online have consequences. They are affecting people. There is so many different things. It made me start to look at this. You know what I mean? Like one layer and this layer, someone built it and someone made it. There's so many factors that go into every single thing. And the ground we walk on, just to realize animals, this is a thing for me. Like, who am I to say animals right? Who am I to eat an animal? But evolutionary wise, yes, people eat meat, but then there's also debate about it, and I don't have the answer. I don't know if veganism is the ultimate way. I do think we are over-consuming though. We're all over-consuming, and I do think veganism, plant-based diets are one of the ways to reduce it and just be more conscious of our overconsumption. There's fast fashion right now. That's something that really bugs me, but that's something I'm very passionate about, and that, you know, animals should have rights too, and I want to do this in the best possible way, but animals should have rights too, and people say it's genocide for animals right now with the amount we're eating. I try to inform myself so much, but I feel like I'm on both sides, and both sides are very polarizing. It's evolutionary, you know, survival of the fittest. Lion would eat me if I was in the wild. On the flip side, why do we have the right to eat other animals? I don't know. I wish I did. I'm in my 20s. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to learn about other cultures and diet. This is what my thought is about veganism moving forward. How do I say this? I want to explore the world. I want to experience different cultures. I want to experience different ways of life. I'm in my 20s. I think our 20s are a time of like discovering who we are. That's why I want to dip into being veganism. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate because people say it's like a moral compass. You have it on or you have it off. So you can't become vegan and not become vegan. But doing that, I think, is the problem with veganism. And that's why it has so much hate, is because it's like, okay, so if I try it, I can never go back. Deteriorates people. Versus if you believe in veganism, isn't it better that someone does it for 6 months of the year than to never have done it at all? And maybe for you, you take pieces of veganism. For me, for example, I don't drive. I choose to walk everywhere, and I feel that's a really impact on my carbon footprint. If you're like me, maybe jumping right into veganism isn't the ideal thing. Maybe you have to find other things that you can incorporate that you know are making the world a better place. And for me, something that I'm really passionate about is the ocean. If you guys have seen the tattoo on my arm, it's a sailboat in the ocean, and it's something that like really means a lot to me, and I'll go more into that in the future. But I think that's my mission, and I'm going to incorporate a lot of veganism practices. But most importantly, I'm going to do the best to help the ocean, and I'm going to reduce my carbon footprint. One of the biggest things is I walk, I don't drive. I make sustainable seafood choices everywhere I possibly can. Another thing I tried to do, I'm going to use fewer plastic products everywhere I can. And most importantly, I'm going to use this platform to try and create a sustainable practice. And I'm not perfect. I'm so far from perfect, but I'm hoping that as I learn on this journey in my 20s, that I can inspire you guys and show, no, tomorrow you don't have to be the perfect minimalist vegan, but maybe we can all start to work together and find ways to create this solution, because there's problems. There's a lot of problems. I'm tearing up thinking about it. Wow, I'm crying, guys. But the ocean is so beautiful and so powerful, and we have such the ability to change, and I don't know the answer. I don't. And every challenge, I'll try and learn something and teach you guys. And so maybe make something your passion for this summer. For me, it's the ocean, and I'm going to give back to the ocean as much as I can, and keeping our waters clean for marine life for our future. And so find something. Maybe it's veganism, maybe it's not, maybe it's walking a bit more. Find something that really sparks joy and that you're passionate about, and how you can give back to this beautiful, beautiful world we have. I don't want to call myself a vegan ever, but I've incorporated so many more vegan aspects into my life, like cruelty-free, more aware of those things. I now eat tofu a lot more. I know it sounds silly, but only have meat when it's, from now on, like a good cut of meat. Like I'll have once or twice a week a really rich wild beef, or at a really nice local restaurant, like something like that, instead of like every meal having to have meat. And that's big for me. So when I stopped being an athlete, I remember just being very confused because that was my identity all growing up, that title, very specific. If you asked me who I was an athlete. And so when I was no longer an athlete, I was like, what am I? And I remember being very confused. And so I'm trying to incorporate my life of just being like, you know what, Keltie is Keltie now. I don't have these titles, I don't have this identity. And sometimes I think it's bad when your diet becomes your identity. You can have the practices of veganism and be really proud, but maybe let's not think of it so much as like your title being you, it's just you being you, and you can have those moral rights without being like, I am such and such.
I had this revelation. You're guilty of not making changes in your life, bigger things, because you're like, what's the difference? Me not recycling isn't gonna change the world. Like, it's such a big problem. I think we have to think of it like complete opposite. Back to the future. Think of Back to the Future. You go back in time. If you even step on a rock or you crush one ant and all that, fast forward 20 years, you don't exist. Every single action we do, every little thing influences the whole narrative of the rest of the world. It seems so small, just like choosing to recycle or have sustainable food choices and not over-consuming. Every one action could be the action that influences everything. By you to not drive somewhere and you decide to walk. Suddenly you tell your friend, you call your friend, you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna walk there. And then suddenly they have that idea in their head and they might not even do it. They may subconsciously say it to someone else who says it to someone else who gives birth to the next Elon Musk who changes the world. Every little ripple effect could have a consequence. And for all you know, you're the next Elon Musk. So hi, I'm just saying hi to you. You might save the world and I'm proud of you. I think vegans are so admirable that you are able to think about animal rights and put it in front of your own enjoyment. I hope this opens your eyes as you're aware of the overconsumption of animal rights, that there's other ways to eat instead of meat. You can be healthy vegan. You can also be unhealthy vegan. I'm so proud of you if you're vegan, and it has changed, literally changed me so much in the last month. Something I have to still learn. I don't think I can be a switch in a month. I think I need longer. I'm still learning so much about myself. Moving forward, let's all be more conscious of everything we say and do impacts others. Idea is that it's net positive. You put more good into the world instead of you living taking away from the world. It's a big thing we can all rally around. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys.